Anyways, I hit record. Hello, welcome back. We're back. Let me take some water before I actually start. So, are my filters on? Yes. All right, I think we should be good to go. Okay, so just to get into it, last episode we did what? It was 2 days ago and I don't remember. Oh, yeah. We set up the fusion reactors. So we did the Compact Mark II for Iridium, and then I set up 2 Mark IIIs. And then off camera, yesterday I set up a 3rd one. Because with one of those running the Iridium recipe, we can support 3 of them. And they are pretty much running non-stop. And so again, Iridium needs lithium and tungsten. So if I check my lithium stores, 10 million. So we are gaining. I think we started with like 1 point something million. So we're definitely gaining. And then tungsten, 21 million. So we're also gaining. We started last episode with 15. And that's because I set up one of the miners to basically just mine tungsten and lithium. I also just decided to take off the redstone control just to leave it non-stop running because I was able to show that we have a net positive tungsten and lithium. So this guy's just going to be running forever. And then so far we have 17 million iridium just there hanging out and 6.7 million radon plasma. Pretty good stuff. So that was pretty much it. And then I did something else off camera. I did end up setting up another mining module Mark II because I was able to craft the mining drone Mark, 9? So I put that guy right here. And now it's getting us the Infinity Catalyst. And all the other good stuff that you get from this guy. And here's the filters that I set up. A bunch of filters over here. So if I check my Infinity Catalyst, this is about, we get about 13 million every 2 days. That's not bad at all. And we're slowly building that up. And let me check my ore muncher over here. It got stuck. Of course you did. I did set it up like late last night, so things are going to get stuck by accident. That's kind of expected. So this guy is tetrahedrite. This might be because we maxed out. Yeah, some of these things, we have so much of it that I just haven't set up the filter for it. And it's usually for the ones that are not part of the drives. It's part of the super chest. So I can probably show you. Yeah, it's one of the super chests. These guys don't have any filters because I did not set it up to have a filter because I honestly didn't think that I would ever get to the point where I'm overflowing with more than 64 million stuff. But other than that, I think it is good to go. Yes. Okay. So I was thinking about the next steps. And the bookmarks kind of spoil that. I wanted to finally get into the mothership. And there's a couple of stuff that we need for this. Let me check the quest. Because, we're at a good point, I think. We have a lot of resources. I can definitely just add more mining modules. I can craft these relatively easily. Just takes a little bit of time. I can totally spam more integrated ore factories if I really wanted to. Yeah, so we're at a good point, and I think to really continue, we need to get UEV components, and that does need the mothership. So a couple of things we're going to need. So we see an issue immediately. The shuttle nose cone needs these lightweight plates, which needs these ingots, which needs redox polymer, which is not too bad. I've already set up the whole redox stuff a long time ago, so we have a good amount of it, but it's only staying at the super light redox, and that's it. It doesn't really go past that. So I think you have to crack it to get cracked redox, which needs silver plasma. So, to make silver plasma, you need a Mark III reactor. And I'm going to make this nonstop. And I think I did craft... At least I should have crafted the thing off camera. Yes, I crafted the whole thing off camera. And it should have all of this stuff here as well. Fusion casings. It's ready. Fusion coil blocks are ready. And also the UV energy hatches. Those are ready as well. That's probably one of the first things I'm going to do. So I was thinking about it. Why not continue the trend of just piling up reactors here? I might as well, right? 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's do it. It'd be pretty funny. And then this guy is going to be just making silver plasma. I can totally use this for power also if I wanted to. Oh, we're also going to use it for all of this stuff. So I might as well keep a real big amount of it. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to craft it nonstop. Oh, and also I was thinking about it, that now that we have a good source of infinity catalyst, we have a good source of cosmic neutronium as well, because we're getting that from the space elevator. I am a lot more comfortable with just using infinity wires from now on. That's pretty good. We're rich. Not really, but infinity wires are like the cheap thing that you can make with infinity ingots, and it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm just going to continue the trend here, stack as much fusion controllers as I reasonably can up here. Because I might as well. It saves me a lot of netherite, because these fusion machine casings, I think these are the ones that use netherite, yeah. And we have a lot of it. We have enough for, what is that? 52,000 net hour fine. Told you, but I played around with Celestial Tungsten. Yeah, you told me about it, that it's pretty good power. And you know what? Now that I realize, I don't think I can share it. Unless I move this stocking input hatch down here. Because otherwise, this one's going to try to do this recipe. Is there a way I can separate their inputs? I can totally just move this one over here. But this is kind of like a... we're going to have to do that. Second. I should have planned this ahead. I didn't think about that. So those two are shut off for a little bit, and then I'm going to move this guy down there. We need another stocking input stocking input hatch. I need more of those black cables. That. You are going to have iridium, fluorine. There you go. So that should fix it, and it also means that this one is going to be separate. So I can give this one an output hatch. Just a regular one. And aside from the redox stuff, we'll need a couple of other things. One of them being the nanoforge. We can finally set this up. Because this one is going to need carbon nanites. No, that's because it's the mothership controller thing. Yeah, this thing. This one needs a whole bunch of other stuff, but it needs these nanite clusters, which needs a bunch of nanites. And infinity, but we have a good source of that now. And also, these plates, I found that there's a new multi-block, like for these irradiant reinforced neutronium plates. Solar Factory Tier 3. So we're going to have to build this also. Doesn't seem too bad, but we're going to have to build it either way. Because we need some of those parts. And we're still low on the Quadria, and I don't know if I'm ever going to fix that. I will at some point. Output. So I'll tell you what. For now, this is going to be the last fusion controller until I add... I'll probably add another donut somewhere and then have a better way of controlling what fluids go where. Because can I tell this to do just one rest? Oh, I could. But I have to do like start the recipe and then that's it. It's a little tricky though. I'm just gonna do it like this for now. Oh, that's not where it goes. Go right there. And then docking input hatch there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That. And then we need the UV energy hatches. Never before have I seen so many nuclear reactors in one space. There and there. And then we just need a, what do you call it? A UV superconductors. So I would have the paint can right here. Wire cutters. 1, 2. Go. No explosions. That's always good. So, just like I mentioned, I was doing some off-camera things, right? And even when I'm playing off-camera and no one's watching, I still talk to myself and say things like, "Oh, no explosions," right? That's like reassurance that I give myself that I'm not gonna blow up anything. But I promise I have not blown up anything in single player. If I did, I would absolutely tell people about it because it's funny. I guess you can say like, yeah, there has been one time where I blew up something off camera, but it was on purpose. It was a Tesla tower. I just wanted to see what would happen if I upgraded it without replacing any of the Tesla coils. And there's a whole video about that. And yes, your entire base will explode if you do that. So you gotta watch out for that. Don't replace your coils without, or don't upgrade your Tesla tower without replacing your coils, because that's how explosions happen. Okay, so this guy's ready to run. But it needs stuff first. So we need a way to get molten gold and molten arsenic. So these two together are going to make our silver. So need a couple of output hatches. Preferably the ZPM ones, because I can. And this guy. Do not filter to tungsten, but you did already. How dare you? And arsenic. And you filtered to stop it. We have too much tungsten. Okay. And then this one is going to need a connection. This is going to be a little weird. This is already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 channels. And I need another group of channels. So I'm going to connect another dense. We use blue. It's not going to look very pretty. I need a fluid storage bus. 2 of you. So this one is filtered to molten gold. Extract only. This one is molten arsenic. Extract only. It's not very pretty, but it'll get the job done. I think. Yeah, sure. Okay. So we have a spot for it now, and then we have to just tell this to stock up on gold dust and arsenic dust. Probably going to have to keep an eye out on our arsenic. But gold dust, we do have tons of it, so I'm not worried about that one. But if I check here, we have arsenic and gold, just like that. So, and then I would tell this man to stock up on gold and arsenic. But before I actually get the thing to start running, I need to filter the fluid. So this recipe, I'm gonna run it nonstop because I might as well. And if we have trouble on powering it, that's a whole other issue because that's not a lot of power. And if we have trouble on arsenic and gold, then that's another issue because these are easy to get at this point. So I just need the 4096 fluid cell, and then we'll filter it over to silver. Can't turn silver, like molten silver, to plasma directly. You can with a plasma fabricator, but that's Godforge, isn't it? Yeah. It's not happening. So we filter this guy to silver plasma. And then I would filter excess silver plasma like that. Avoid it. And then store it in our subnet right here. We're getting pretty close to the point where I'm not going to have to do that. Or at least upgrade how we do it. But there's silver plasma. And Tangum ore will fix any samarium issues you ever have. I don't think I have samarium issues. I mean, 35,000, that's not a lot. You know what? I do have samarium issues because that's part of the bastnasite line on like these two crafts that are permanently stuck because recipes change and I just haven't fixed it. We're going to have samarium issues at some point. But that's what I'm hoping for. Once I get Tangum, that means UEV parts, and I can really get some fancy things. Excited for that. So I soft mounted this man, and there it is. Now we have a fourth Mark III reactor donut. Getting a silver plasma. So now we have silver plasma. I just need to keep an eye on gold and arsenic, which I think we craft this fast enough, but it's the dusts I'm concerned with. We have a lot of it left over, but if we don't produce this fast enough, then we may have issues. Actually, let me... So I have one of these ores. Oh, we can totally mine it. Do it. What about gold? That's not how you search for it. The Gregtech version. Give me the Gregtech version. Thank you. We also have this one, and yeah, we can mine this too. All right. So this is this guy over here. So I can totally filter this to arsenic and gold, so that we can guarantee we will never have issues with those either. You're gonna mine anything? It's also being fed with radon plasma. That should deal with our arsenic and gold, making sure that it's always stocked. So, silver plasma, we already have 18,000. This stuff produces kind of fast, actually. But that silver plasma dealt with. Next step is to crack redox. And I believe super light redox is the only thing. I think we have a oil cracker. We do. And I think all we need to do is just give it the fluids. Yeah, this guy isn't even set up to do anything. So if I give it silver plasma there, and then this stuff. But before I can do that, I just need to make sure that I actually have somewhere to store this stuff. So I want it to store as redox gas. That's what I want to have indefinite amount of, and then we'll just craft it into the rest of the stuff. Let me check here. My filters. Getting lost with my own machines. So if I check here, I think I set this up already. No, I did not. No, so you need to get set up. I'm gonna make a bunch of these fluid storage cells because I use them. But I'm pretty sure I have it for all of the redox variants. Yeah, next light redox, super light redox. So I know the heavy and super heavy redox is used for all this stuff. I don't know if I'm going to process it down, because you can turn the heavy stuff into the light stuff, and then the light into super light. But I think what I'm going to do for now is just turn all of the light into super light, use it the same circuit, and then all of the super light into cracked redox and distill it, and that's how we get the redox gas, and it's going to give us a light byproduct, and then we just convert that down again. Yeah, let's try that. So this one is redox gas. We will want to void excess because I don't want to stop any of my stuff. Then we're storing it there. And you need another drive.
Osmium Chiak.
Oh, what am I renaming though? Yeah, you gotta supply an item for me to rename. How much osmium do I have, anyways? I have 83,000. That's more than I started my UHV adventures with, so we're doing pretty good on osmium. It's not a lot, but it's a good start. Okay. Okay, so if I were to give this the stuff, take one and name it after me and build the Stargate around it. Take what? Like a piece of osmium? I think I can. So you're actually not the first one to rename a dust. So someone actually told me to rename this plutonium dust plutonium for whatever reason, and it's permanently in my backpack. I think the original idea was that they were trying to prank me because for me to rename this thing, I had to put it in my inventory, which would give me like radiation sickness. But I was already protected, so it didn't really happen. But I kept the rename anyways because it's funny. I try to rename this. It's 5. Go. Yeah. I'm gonna put it right next to my plutonium, my renamed plutonium. There it is. Will I remember it? I got no idea. That's up to you to remind me. We're so far away from Stargate. Okay, what was I doing? I was setting up the radiox stuff. So we're gonna give the silver stuff in the middle, silver plasma, and we're gonna give this the light radox to turn that into super light, and then super light into cracked radox. There you go. Oh, it's got a lot to deal with. Oh, this man's using 60 million. Am I really giving it that much power? Think so? I'm not going to complain. If he wants to use that much power, he can. It's not going to be running nonstop. But still, 60 million. It's kind of a lot. Nah, that's fine. Because a 64 amp UHV energy hatch is actually more than that, right? 500 and... I don't know how much that is. It's a big number, though. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so this guy is giving me super light radox. Here. I'm trying to go down from light radox into super light. That's gonna take a while, actually. Is that slow of a recipe? Oh, it is. But anyways, this one is going to be sent into a distillation tower. I got too many pink things on my screen. So we would put that guy right there. And let me check if my tree farm is doing okay. Because we make all the radox stuff right here. And you broke because the chainsaw recipes probably changed. How much you want to bet? Or this is not working, actually. Chainsaw HV empty. No, you can craft it. Okay, so I think okay, this is probably not working how I wanted it to work. So you have a charge, and you should be always active into the brown signal, which is right there. But this is also always active. Why did I have this one? Because that's not going to work. That is for fully charged ones, that's why. Okay, this is not going to work. I'm going to have to take this off for now. And then I'll come back to this later, but yeah, this is not going to work. Yeah, that should work now. This one was trying to push uncharged chainsaws into there, and that's not very good. I'm just going to trash this one. I don't care. Hey, Extreme. Just the usual bug fixing. Trying to bug fix our tree farm. Looks like it's running okay now. I think I did this off camera. I don't even know if I showed anybody, but have a 2x2. No, I did. And it kind of runs off of this guy. Not very fast, but it works. And this guy's crafting down to super light radox. Okay. So the main goal right now is to work on the mothership. So trying to craft these shuttle nose cones. But of course we need radox polymer. And for the longest time I did have radox going. It's just that I haven't, done anything with it, so I have a lot of it built up. So now I'm starting to. I just finished setting up a fusion controller here for the silver plasma. So we got that building up. There's a lot of things to do, yeah. So it's going to take a while, but I'm going to leave that running. And this is going to be our radox situation, at least partially dealt with for now. I'll just leave that there. Then, yes, I can show you. Let me drink water first. So it's working. I have 2 mining modules set up so far. This man is a Mark 6. And it's filtered to a bunch of random things that I can get out of it. It's mostly focused on lithium and tungsten because this is used to make iridium, molten iridium. And then I use that to make the radon plasma. That's percent in 2.8. Are you talking about all of this? Yeah, it's pretty helpful. And then we have, I did set up another Mark II, but this man is using Mark 9 with radox plasma, of course, or radon plasma. And this one is focused on mostly the expensive stuff like neutronium, infinity catalyst, cosmic neutronium, even holmium and stuff. Actually, I don't even know if I can get holmium. Distance is 4. I can't even get holmium. What am I doing? Because I have this set to a distance of 91. I may have to do something with that. So diamond dust is the other thing. I might need to set up another mining module because for diamond dust, yeah, we don't have any diamond dust. I didn't think about that. Let me think about this. So to get diamond dust, I would need also a mining drone Mark 6. But we don't have the right distance for it because right now I have it set to this one is set to distance 120 because this is a pretty honestly it's just a random value that gives me both lithium and tungsten. And actually now that I think about it, I might be able to set it up so that it gives me diamond as well. Let me see here. So anything between 17 and 40. I cannot compromise with the tungsten because we do need that for the iridium plasma. That's not happening. So I think I have to set up like either a range. I think when you need more diamond, you'll have 10 Mark II miners. Yeah. What's probably going to happen is just another Mark II miner just for diamond. Because we're not farming any diamond right now. Or hear me out, 100 void miners. No, I'm not going to do that. Then more space elevators. I think for me to solve this thing, I think I do need another space mining module just for the diamond. And I can leave it like on the spot that it's going to give us the most and then just pick up like everything else. But I'm going to need one of this. I'll do this off camera because crafting these guys takes a while. I'm not going to wait for that. I'm probably not going to remember that, but that's okay. How are you doing? I use a single Mark II miner for quite a while, swapping distances and drones. So that's the other thing now that I think about it. Because I'm mostly only focused on tungsten and lithium, and we have a good amount of both, maybe I can also set this up to just switch to diamond ore. You know what? I'll do that. So what's the best distance? The distance 17, is that the best one? I know there's a spreadsheet somewhere. Let me check that. $17. Is that how it works? Could have sworn it's a different number. Just open this real quick. It's just a sanity check. So we're using the LUV drone, and we want basic magic. Not basic magic. It's hang on. What kind of ore do I call this? Gems? Yeah, gem ore. It is 17. Okay, you're right. You're right. No, I just remember. Okay. Okay, we'll set this up to be 17 for now. And then I'll come back later and then set it up to another value for either tungsten or lithium. That's, yeah, okay. Is that really the only thing I should leave it on? Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. Okay. All right, I'll come back to that later. This man is still producing Radox. Down to 2.5 million. It's almost done. Tell you what, I do want to get started, so I'm going to do that recipe first. Okay, I would like other Radox, please. How's her power? It's doing pretty good, actually. Yeah, it's doing really good. There it is. Okay, we get the cracked Radox, and then I can put back this one, so it goes back to this. Oh, oops. There. I'm still using Kevlar also. I don't really have a reliable source of Radox yet. It's very slow, and I don't know. But we have the Radox gas. Uh-oh. Am I lagging? I'm not lagging. Okay. I'm also going to take off this recipe for the Radox gas. Because that was there for whatever reason. Yeah, don't do that. And I think I should be able to craft Radox polymer now. It just doesn't have enough Radox gas. That's working on that. Okay, this guy's using so much power. Did you see that? Throughput is 500 million. Do I leave it? Should I leave it at 500 million? I mean, it totally eats our power, but I'm gonna leave it. If I ever see a message just walking around and I see a power failure, I know where it was from this man. I'll leave it. All right, this is gonna slowly build up redox gas. It's gonna slowly build it up. If you had UHV cap, you wouldn't worry about power. I know. We're not there yet. 10,000 redox gas. Is it really that slow? 5,000. It is kind of slow, right? But can I make titanium plasma? If I try to make a bunch of you, yes, I can make it. What oxygen plasma? Yes, but it is a little slow. Oh, that's gonna take a while. um, Another compact Mark II? Wouldn't that be funny? I mean, we can craft it. It took us what, like just a couple days to get one of these. Not a bad idea. Let's just continue. This is gonna take a while either way. But we're building up redox gas at least. And then for the redox polymer, I think I'm only going to craft a little bit because I'm crafting a ton of it at once, and that's not very good. So I'm going to change the recipe. Yeah, it's crafting as much as it can fit, and that's probably too much. Craft a little bit at a time. For now. This is circuit 2, right? Yes. But it is a chemical reactor circuit 2. There we go. This one is making all that fancy stuff over there. And also for me to like reliably get into the UHV cap, I think we need the space assembler. It's gonna make it so much cheaper. Why do you look like that? Not implemented yet, but I think I need the space assembler to at least make things cheaper. I'm pretty sure she's talking about the UHV capacitor for the battery multi-block. This man's pretty pricey. It's like these batteries. These batteries gotta chill. So I'm pretty sure it'll be way cheaper if I make them in the space assembler, but you need Mark II. I launched the craft yesterday for some QFT parts and it wants 120,000 plasma for some blocks. It's okay. 10 hours in a Mark IV regular fusion reactor, and then I quit the game. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's expensive. Never mind. So are we going to have to craft it like this? We can do this recipe. I think this will make it so much cheaper. Yeah. Oh yeah, this stuff keeps going. That's expensive. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure we can use the Mark 1 module. I'm back 4. I'm not that rich. You're not that rich yet. We'll get there soon, Jericho. Pretty close, actually. Let's just continue with the what do you call it? The mothership crafting. We need the shuttle nose cone. We have a recipe for that. So we need to craft these lightweight alloys. So I would craft you like this, but I need to rename these Kevlar plates. Because otherwise you're going to get stuck. Jericho's prepared for the future. I don't even know what Neptunium plasma looks like. What is this? I know you told me about it. Yeah, I remember you asked me to take a look at this. Oh yeah. Oh, it uses radon plasma. Tell you what, Extreme, just use a UAV or Mark V reactor. Only 1.6 seconds. This is probably atrocious, right? We're gonna rename this man. And Kevlar plate. Get the renamed one. So one of you. That's a little bit too much. We'll just do 1 to 1 for now. I can put that right there. Then like that. Easy to search 1. 7. Go. And I will craft. We'll craft 1 at a time. It's fine. Throw it in the ass line, but better. Actually, no. I can't because this is a UEV recipe and this one doesn't up tier. So I need to put it in the up tier ass line. Yeah, this one. Here, I'm not really crafting the ultimate batteries right now. Needs the same amount of transcendental catalyst. That sounds atrocious. Count me in. Should be able to craft this now, right? Yes. Okay. So if I want the shuttle cone, we have enough for the ingot. And I did do the research off camera as well. Should be over here. Yeah, right there. We're good to craft it. It's going to take a little bit though, because boron plasma is a little slow. So we are making this in the Mark 1. Yeah, it is right here. But this one is always getting stuck with... Oh no, it's actually crafting. I might... You know what? I might be able to adapt the other one just for a little bit to craft oxygen plasma. Alright. Yeah, I can totally do that. Watch this, watch this. Right now, this man is going to take forever. It really is. I'm all for it. Yeah, temporarily, the oxygen plasma will be made right over here. So I don't have any controls here, so all I would need to do is basically turn this bookmark it and then turn this into molten tungsten. And then it just starts doing oxygen plasma. And then whenever I'm out of boron plasma, I would just put the tungsten back and we're back to iridium. I've already proved that we do produce more iridium than is consumed for the radon plasma, so it's okay. We'll leave this for a little bit and build up on our oxygen. How much do I need actually for the shuttle cone? How much do I need for this though? To craft 4 steps, so we need or a lot. I don't know. 2 million liters each of a few excited dimensional transcendent catalysts. Try saying that 5 times fast. The heck? Why is there like 5 of them? Oh, ew. Oh, you just add 4 more plasma to it for each level. Ew, don't mess with that. Base recipe is that laser engraver. Ah, okay. Okay, sure. Oh, because you don't have the whatever this thing is, right? Yeah, this man, you don't have it yet. That's fair. UAV components. Ew. Ew. Oh no. Sounds like a future problem for future burning. Right now, I'm just trying to make oxygen plasma. Okay, so if I try to make, I just want to be able to make a nose cone. There we go, that works. Okay, we can craft that. It is crafting our redox polymer in the chemical reactor. And then we're getting our lightweight alloy ingots. That's 15 seconds each. And then let's start working on the shuttle legs. It says I need 2 of them, so do I have a recipe? No. Don't know if I have a circuit 5. I totally do. You are cheap, actually. Need to make that too. Also circuit 5. Okay. Looks like it'll work. Okay, we have enough flat weight and alloy ingots, and that should be pretty much it. And then we have the shuttle legs. Oh, we're getting the mothership at some point. And just to make sure I don't like have trouble with it, I did pre-batch craft the. I made 200 of these heavy duty plates, the tier 8s. I don't know how much I'll need. I just made a bunch just in case. We have nose cone. Yeah. This is a very high definition nose cone. Just a circle. And then what does it say? Okay, you have choice. Oh, we get Kevlar plate. Thank you, even though it's not very useful. Crafting the lightweight alloy ingots. All right, what's next? That's it? Yes, we just need to craft everything else. So I need. So that's all it is, right? Like you have to use the shuttle rocket and then you build the mothership in space, right? Something like that. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 of these rocket duty fins, heavy duty rocket fins. 1 of you need plus some mothership space station cost. Yeah, if I figured 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of you. And whatever that is. So 11 of you. I think we're done with it's still making oxygen plasma. I'll leave it running for now. Then we need a heavy duty rocket engine. And then 2 more of these rocket fins. Not too bad. And then whatever this is, I can't craft you. Circuit 1, yes I can. So building the actual shuttle isn't even the expensive part, right? Uranium and molten scenarium. I'd rather just do that recipe than autoclave, right? Yeah, that. What tier is my autoclave even? Like a million autoclaves. I'm pretty sure that our crafting one is right here. It is UV. Oh, we'll do it. Go. Rocket engine plus 9 base. I gotta get onto this. So for me to unlock this quest, I need the Nanoforge tier 2. What? Which requires Nanoforge tier 1. Where is that? That's right there. Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, I just want to unlock the quest. Like, I just need to get the case, one of these guys. That's it. Yeah, I remember that was like so that was the huge rabbit hole we went down. I wanted the tier 9 mothership just so I can get to UEV parts, so I can get the infinity chest, right? And then I realized, wait, to even get there I need the nanoforge, and then we started having power issues, and then we just went down the list, and it has not stopped. We're still going down the list. So going to need the nanoforge tier 2, so I might as well set up a yeah. I mean, it's pretty apparent that I've done a lot of skips in this playthrough. Not skips, but like things in an order that's not usually recommended. One of you. Rocket fins, 2 of you are done. Then the rocket engine is not quite finished, but I think these plates are done, right? Yeah. Waiting on that as well. And then the nose cone, and then the robot arms. Or it's a shuttle something. Shuttle legs. Another quest, right? Yes, give me my Kevlar plates. They're so not very useful because we have tons of Kevlar from the B. How much do I have? 34 million. Which is 240,000 Kevlar plates. Sweet. So 16 is not even a dent, but that's okay. Next step is to build the actual rocket thing, which I need the rocket engine for. You're not done. You're a little slow. Where are you being crafted? You're being crafted over there. Okay, sure. So I should plan a spot for the nanoforge. So how does this thing work? Might be a good spot for it, actually. There's nothing here. Is it like the PCB where I can control where the additional casing things are? I'm not reading that. Or is it like guaranteed a certain spot? I guess what I'm asking for is for it to get to tier 2 and then tier 3. Can these towers be moved around? I'm asking that because the PCB factory was like that. You can totally control where this these tower things. It's not. Okay, so I can just plan for tier 3 to future proof it. And then I guess we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll plan for tier 3 to future proof it, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough space for much. It's wider than a chunk. Yeah, that's not okay. We're gonna have to put it somewhere else then. That might be a good spot. But I don't over here. Nothing out here. That is for water line. Don't mess with that. Oh, 1 block back. I was actually pretty close. So it'll be like that. Then we would have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. We're not going to build it yet, the full thing, but it's going to be. The area is going to be set up. I'm not really concerned about how things are wide. Chunk wise, I kind of just plop things down and deal with the lag later. I also got a rocket engine. I should be able to craft a shuttle now. Where is it? Is there a blueprint? Oh, I have it. Oh, I remember this being super expensive. That's so funny. It's not even expensive anymore at this point. Actually, it's pretty pricey. Never mind. Those field generators are atrocious. This isn't going to unlock anything else, right? Okay. No boss house sad. I just don't want to... Okay. It should be good to accept it. There we go. Doesn't let me build it? You're gonna make me place it by hand, right? How do I build this thing? Okay, that like that. Engine right there, and the window, and then a whole bunch of 8 plates, and there we go. Shuttle rocket, easy. Not as big as the other ones. Here, I'm gonna put you right here, right next to the other ones. Can't even see it. Okay. We can't really do much with it until we get the Nano Forge going. Oh, don't mind if I do 16 UHV circuits. I know I won't say no to those. And then just turn them into the any circuit so I can use them anywhere else. Enjoy. Then I think the oxygen plasma is finished. I should not forget to put this back to iridium so that I actually have iridium. There we go. Okay, and then just leave that running on the iridium recipe indefinitely. So Nano Forge, I can build the tier 1. It's the one I'm going to start with. I've had all of the casings ready for like the longest time. I just haven't built the thing. It is the right area. There's also a tier 4 Nano Forge, right? But this thing becomes so different. Like it's not even an add-on. It just becomes it just becomes its own thing. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter to follow this. I'm gonna tear it down anyways. Okay. He's pretty tall. So how does this thing work? I'm gonna give it UHV 64 amp energy hatch. Because I can. Could have sworn I had one ready. But this means I'm also going to need the dynamo hatch to actually move the power over. It'd be nice if they animated it like the Gorge. Are you talking about the Nano Forge? The Mark IV? Okay. Also known as the TPS Destroyer. Oh, I guess I can see why that would look cool. I mean, I would imagine it destroys TPS. If that thing destroys TPS, I would imagine that Godforge does also. I just haven't deleted that yet. I like it. Looks cool. Okay, how does this work? Machine tier depends on nanite in controller slot. Requires a carbon nanite. So I do need a carbon nanite. There's exactly one left. Joy. Okay. Then what kind of input output does it need? It needs a maintenance hatch. Output hatches, you need an input hatch, input bus, output bus. So if I want to make more carbon nanites, which I definitely do, you do need, okay. Hang on. At this point, I might as well use a stocking input bus, right? For the recipes here. Looks like it all uses, yeah. Uses a bunch of stuff. Molten Creon. It'll be a while before we do that. I'm pretty confident that at this point we'll have the crafting input buffer. So I'm gonna leave this as a stocking input hatch for now. Because if it's not a stocking input hatch, I have to do like relays and shenanigans and things like that. And do you have the crafting input buffer yet? Because that's really my main concern. If I can get there before that point, then I should be okay. And then we can't use a crafting input bus because we have fluids there and it will not mix with the fluids. So we use a regular input bus for that. Regular double dual interface setup with storage buses. Okay. Okay, that's pretty much what we have for a lot of our stuff. Then a maintenance hatch. Oh, can I put it right there? I don't think that'll work, right? It doesn't like that. So I would put the input bus right there. And yeah, I'll just future proof it. You can have the quadruple hatch. Make one of you, sure. We'll set it up the normal way. If that's the case, then you need to be there. And then the output bus. I think that's all it makes, the Nano Forge. What are your recipes? Yeah, okay, no fluids. Oh, just a regular output bus. Sure, you can have a real big one. Then a quadruple input hatch, which is gonna take a while because of the this crafting. Really gotta speed up this stuff. I just do 3 times UHV input hatches. One super bus, or later you can do advanced docking bus and okay. Still gonna be kind of expensive. I guess we'll figure it out as we go, but I'm kind of waiting on the input hash to finish crafting. And it's all of this superconductor stuff. It's gonna take a while. It's you, the UHV energy hatches. You're slow. I'm gonna cancel you actually. I wanted to finish crafting that one. Come back to that. Let that run for a little bit so I can craft the input hatch so I can get this going. Guess what? All that stuff is crafting. Let's get the cables over here. 9 channels. That's plenty of channels. And then for the power, it's going to be its own power. So I want to give it a 64 amp UHV. But it honestly might be easier just to give it a laser and then adjust it as I need. Yeah. So I'm going to need a couple mirrors for this. I would need 1 to bring it there and then 1 to go up. So 2 mirrors. 2 mirrors. And then give it a laser target hatch, and we only need 1 because there's actually an extra one over here. Right here. I took it off, or I decommissioned this machine because it's not pushing power over there anymore. We're now, like, this one is now relying on the new power setup. So I can pause you for like 5 seconds, destroy my entire base. And hang on. Oh, there it is. I should have crafted this stuff. I should have had it in my hand before. Okay, stop crying. Shush. Don't cry. All right, here we go. What broke? Oh no. Thing ain't even working. Okay. All of you. No, it's okay. I need to cry, don't worry. It's okay, it's okay. One in the back too. Then oh, I guess a lot of these are controlled by, what do you call it? By the machine controllers. But some of these not really. Yeah, I just gotta make sure I look inside and confirm that they are okay. Oh, hang on, are you part of it? I don't remember if this is part of this network or the new network. It totally is part of the old network. Oh, but you have a real big buffer. That doesn't look very good. You guys see the problem here, right? I'm not going to touch it. Everything is working fine. So this powers the vacuum freezer and the mega blast furnace. way out here. All the way over here, and then we got a couple of mirrors, and it goes over there, and it powers these two dudes. Oh, hang on. Get back into the basement. But apparently this whole time, this has been happening. I could have sworn that it makes it not work. But it's working, and I'm not going to touch it. This is how our component ass line is being crafted. I can totally increase that power, but I don't. Not yet. It's not. I color code my lasers, so green means it's UV. So they're both being powered by UV sources. But this might be a future project idea to connect the component ass line to the new power network over here. Like basically everything past that one. Such a mess, but it works. I'm not gonna complain. That's funny. Just don't touch it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But UV is yellow. I do it based on the text. So if I look up a UV superconductor, yes, the wire is yellow, but the text is green. That's what I use. And I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see what I'm talking about. So you can totally make it the same color as the superconductor, which it might be even easier, honestly. But it's also why I use red for UHV, because the text is red. But then you might argue, but so is ULV. So it'd be really unfortunate if I connected UHV to ULV because it's the same color. It'd be really funny, right? I think next time, and like if I were to do another playthrough, I would totally do the superconductor colors instead because they're easier to remember instead of looking at the text, and also there's less mix up between the tiers. Like UOV and UHV are both red. Even like UMV, I think, is also red. Yeah, so I'm gonna color this in orange, but I don't know. Just thinking about it. Okay, so we have a bunch of things I crafted. Oh, quadruple hatch. Put that guy right there. Then relay. This guy is going to be laser source hatch. Then wrench point into there. Okay, and then you need a dual interface. How many ore factories do people have in UAV/UMV? Beats me. I've never been that far. But I'll let you know when I get there. I will rename this to Nano Forge. How much are you looking for? Naquadal oxide mixture. Here we go. NAC oxide mixture check. 64 million. Oh, I'm actually beating extreme in something. Honestly, it means so much to me that you're saying ore muncher. That's very nice. I didn't know I had influence. I'll take it. Right, connect this like that. There we go. So output bus connected to Nano Forge. We'll go ahead and block it. Well, yes. Yes, blocking mode. So I need a laser source. At this point, we're just powering everything off of lasers. Did I not craft this? I thought I tried to craft this. Oh, okay. Finished up. If something have enough, and I don't want to bother sorting my storage. Yeah, I'm kind of over it. The big reason why I want the infinity chest as soon as possible, so I don't have to deal with sorting my storage anymore. Is it? Oh, I'm in the back rooms. Nano Forge back rooms. Oh, is it like reasonable to just replace your entire storage with infinity chests? Is that what people do? Like instead of dealing with drives, just throw infinity chests everywhere and then walk away. Yeah, if I were to replace my entire storage, I heard that the infinity chests, they act like drives. Like they're coded in this pack to work like normal AE2 drives, so they're not laggy. That's what I heard. As soon as you connect them to a storage bus. So it's essentially a drive with 243 or whatever the amount of space they have. At minimum, I do want to replace my storage subnet, like all of this. I want to replace it all with 1 or 2 infinity chests. It'd be so nice. I'm gonna pause this for a little bit and then move the power over there. So, how much power should I give this dude? I'm gonna give it 64 amps of UHV, which is 256 amps of UV. 134 million. We'll try that, and then if I need more power, I'll up the power a little bit. But I don't want to give it too much power. You're just trying. Now you're just flexing that you can even craft the thing, and I can't. And honestly, go for it. It's definitely a flex. I want to get there too. I will get there. Oh, that's right. You made an infinity chest, right? Super chill. Put that guy there, and then we bend this way. Hang on. No, I'm not gonna risk it. Never mind. Because we saw evidence that a crossed laser is still working, but it didn't break anything. I'm not gonna risk it. It's fine. Yeah, that's what I intend to do, is to have it for the output of the ore muncher. So I don't have to deal with it. And then we paint this green because it is UV. Shift isn't working. When can I get MVA? What's MVAC? Oh, something is lagging my world. Oh, mega vacuum. Don't you need like super cooled something? You need a lot of infinity. I don't know. I'm in the back rooms again. Get me out. Uh-oh. What do you mean incomplete structure? Okay, the power might be in a weird spot. Don't tell me you want the power way up here. Where does it want the power? It might not like it up there, honestly. For example, may not like it up there. Like in the middle. So if I put it up front, build. It says hint 1. Hang on, let me check here. Sir, why aren't you building? Making me mad. It doesn't want to build. Do you accept lasers? Not building. Requires 1 plus output bus. Requires 1 input bus. You have an input and an output bus. Requires 1 to 2 energy hatches or 1 tech energy hatch, which we have one. Oh. Okay, why is this man not building? I'm always having issues with these things. You do accept laser hatches, and it can run any energy hatch as long as it has enough power. This one says it's right there. I have a feeling that it's just missing a casing somewhere. No, it's built. Our banana in the controller. It's there. What if it doesn't? Hang on. Five. One. I think it's a weird shape. I put it here. Hologram doesn't tell me anything. It gives me hint block 1, but I don't know what hint block 1 is. Hint general mandatory error. You're lying to me. It doesn't want to accept the energy. That's a source hatch. Where's my target hatch? Did I make it? Oh no, I never built the target hatch. Okay, that was just the wrong hatch. Okay, hang on. If it built, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, it's so real. That's totally what it was. Okay. 256. We're giving this 256 amps, which is 64 amps of UHV. I just want to see how well it does, and if we need more power, we can always just up it. Okay, so this guy, I believe we're getting the power. Yes. Yeah. Okay, now we all know. Don't put source hatches. Pepcac, absolutely. Speaking of Pepcac, right? Okay, the man is built. Tier 1. No explosions. That's always good. Let's set up some. What's a kebab? Food. Oh. So if I want to craft, like for example, carbon nanite, how many input buses can I use for this? Maybe we're spelling it differently because I've eaten kebabs. Yeah. So I think we're spelling it differently. I've never seen it with the P. Oh, okay. I didn't know it had a P in it. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, then yes, I have. They're pretty good. Actually, no. I don't think I've eaten a kebab. Aren't they like burritos? I may sound very culturally sad right now saying that. But you can totally accept more than one buses. So what I want to do, I want this one to have all of the lenses. Let me look it up. I think it's like our equivalent of a burrito, because kebabs are not a normal dish for us. It's kind of like a burrito. It's when like if you showed me a picture of a kebab and I didn't know that it was a kebab, I would have called it a burrito. But that's just because that's what I'm used to. I don't really have a lot of kebabs around here. Burrito is the Mexican kebab version. Okay. Then technically yes. If we can agree that a burrito is a kebab, then yes. Man, I want a burrito though. It sounds good. uh, okay, but I can totally have lenses in here while I do other crafting in there. I just need to have input separation off. I think that's what it is. So I want to craft some carbon nanites. I'm going to take off this recipe though because it's cringe. I don't need this one anymore. Making it in an ass line. So ill. No, we want to do this. Put that there. There we go. So to actually make this, we need this quite certain crystal lens. So I'm going to have to craft this as well. That is a chemical path. Which is right there. The pattern capacity cards. And UV power, which you are, right? Yes, you are. So I want a quite certain lens. We need exquisite probable crystal. Which is laser engraver and an ender pearl. Ender pearl lens. So we need flawless unknown crystal. Which is mysterious crystal. And the ender eye lens as well. There we go. One. I like how it goes from mysterious crystal to unknown to probable to quite certain. I really like that. It's kind of cute. And then carbon nanites. If I want to craft this, we need to make rebolted carbon casings next. So this is how much of them? 8. So we'll just craft all 8 at once. A blank ass machine. So carbon screw is a lathe. Carbon gear, extruder. I'm just gonna replace things. Don't ever do this. Don't go replacing recipes because it's always you're gonna have trouble down the road. But I'm gonna do it because I can. Then double plate, right? Yes. Then carbon bolt is a cutting machine of a carbon rod. And carbon ingot is compressor. What now? Carbon rod. We're still going. Is it lathe? Yes. Oh, we're gonna have. Oh, that's fine. We have a packaging warehouse for that. Go. And there we go. Okay, so I just need to get the lens. Put that guy over there. Use nanotech to produce lanthanides. Not happening yet. I'll put it here. Then make carbon nanites. I just want to see how long this is going to take. Might need to increase the crafting of that too. Okay. 250 seconds and it's using 40 million. Is that good or bad? I could have sworn I'm giving it more power than 40 million. One space elevator dedicated to space assemblers. So why is it only using 40 million and I'm giving it 134? Is it dumb? Or is it just because of the parallel stuff that I did not give it? Okay, so it's trying to do... Oh, okay. It's doing perfect overclocks. Yes. It's just that the next perfect overclock is going to go to 160. And it doesn't have that much throughput. Okay, that's what's going on. I think. On lower tier recipes, what does that even mean? Lower tier recipes, this man is already a UIV tier. So there's no recipe to overclock at tier 1. I'm just going to take it at face value. And we'll move on. I want to make tronium nanites next. For this, I'm going to need chromatic lens. Can't craft this guy. Oh, I could totally craft it. I just need a lathe. Or just give it more power. I'm scared. It's a lot of power. Come back to that. I should be able to do this. Our lathe, is that UHV? It's power. My lathe is right here. I believe you're UHV. You're totally UHV. So give me a chromatic lens. You don't have a chromatic plate. Pretty sure I can craft this as well. In a fluid solidifier extruder. What am I even making? So I'm making the ingots, so we'll use the ingots. Yeah, to make chromatic plate. I just need a bending machine. There it is. Just one. There we go. Like one of you. Thank you. Build more NAC refiners and go for NAC 5. We're not there yet. How far is NAC 4 anyways? I can search for like Mark 4, right? honestly, it's not even that bad, except for the how do you pronounce that? Praseodymium. And this is from something. And the tier 2 clothes, all right. Because all of this, you can technically just get all of this from like base elevator. I just used you managed to duplicate it like someone suggested. How do you get this normally though? Ugh. That looks nasty. Ugh. Future problem for future burning. Carbon nanites are still crafting. So you have to go through that line. Okay, I just finished. Oh yeah. That looks so weird. So for the neutronium nanites, actually I need the chromatic lens for this. I'm gonna put that there. And then I would need the recipe for this one. So let's go ahead and make it. And then this is Nano Forge. This one. Craft it. So once you get it set up, it's like not too much just to get all the nanites. Seems like what it is. Yeah. Okay. Any idea why my cow in assembly mode won't craft the optical UV circuit? Optical UV circuit. I don't know. Beats me. I don't know. It's a little farther than I've ever been, so I don't know. Isn't it crazy how we like when you started joining the streams, you were like, I think you were starting off with what was it? I think it was you with um the IC2 nukes. I think you're using those. And now look at you crafting UV circuits, this guy. Speaking of this guy, I'm gonna have to upgrade the nanoforge as soon as I get that neutronium thing. So let's try to focus on that. So tier 2, what I'm looking for. So I need you and 670 minus 522. 16 of you. Then nanoforge. These guys. I need 570 minus 550 670 minus 522. And then I have a bunch in my inventory. I'm just going to craft the rest of it because these are cheap. Then we have neutronium. Wait. Yeah. How does it look like in your hand? Oh, look at that. Perfectly with the space elevator. How the heck are you holding this? Isn't this like super tiny stuff? Minecraft Steve is like one of the strongest beings in the universe, I swear. So I'm going to upgrade this to tier 2, but it is no longer a correct structure because it needs the other guy. So that's where the tier 2 dude comes in, and we need more casings. We're just waiting for that. I'm going to let this craft for a little bit, and then we'll come back to this. I'm gonna take a quick break. And then we'll come back to this. I'm gonna craft a couple more. Actually, no, we'll just come back to it. I feel like I really should give it more power. But let's take a quick break, and then we'll wait for these casings to craft. And I can set up the rest of the tier 2. Yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, be right back.
Yeah, I'm stuck inside.
No, you said it was safe. Is it going? It scared me. At least Ben survived. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's the whole base. Goodbye. Okay. Oh yeah, you absolutely want to be careful, because if you don't do it correctly, goodbye to your entire base. Alright. Let's go check what happened to the rest of the base. Oh, that's what I like to see. Hang on, let me let me catch my breath over here for a second. Okay. What was that? There's so many mobs in here. What's going on here? What the heck is this? Oh no. He does look kind of constipated.
It's okay. Like, I'm standing up straight. Okay, first go to the left, and then you see a board. And I guess we only have one guy level, so we're doing that one.
This is how I crouch. This is the button for crouching.
Leo, turn
difficulty,
around. Look at
you want hardest or just
No,
medium?
we're gonna die.
wait, Leo, look at that Owen.
Hold on. I'm trying to do things.
You gotta look at that Owen. He's doing something.
What is he doing?
Oh, no. Get me out of here. Oh, I hate it. I broken one ore by accident, and then that happens.
Hi. Okay, that's a bunch of messages. So my understanding of late game GTNH is just big numbers, right? Okay, this is taking forever, and I think it's because of these Nakoda alloy frame boxes. Of course, you're crafting one at a time, right? Yeah, no, you're crafting stacks at a time now. Circuit 4 right there. Then. So we need a 670 minus 522, and that's pretty much it. Go for it. An aqua alloy is, what is that, trinium? Yeah, okay. You should craft a little faster now. All we're needing is the casing. So this quest here, the one to unlock the tier 2 nano forge. We just need to hold an assembly line casing. I can do that. Right there. Quest complete. Yeah. You will need to wait for the structure check to happen again or break and replace a controller. It allows the nanoforge to make tier 2 nanites. Sure. But why do you need, you don't need the tier 2, right? To get the mothership? Because you need these nanite clusters, which only needs neutronium and carbon. You don't even need tier 2, so why is the quest locked behind tier 2? I don't know. Something got stuck. Uh-oh. That's why I wasn't crafting. I got stuck. What are you even trying to craft? I need you to cancel your recipe. I bet you it's you. Thank God I got the pseudo inversion sigil for unstable ingots. Why? Why do you need those for? Yeah, the recipe totally changed. Of course you did. That's too much. Too many casings. Eternity singularity. Really? Oh, okay. Eternal. I'm pretty sure this is just a, oh, never mind. I'm not even gonna pretend that I know which one gives it. Cryptic. The heck is a creon? Oh, it keeps going. Ah, never mind. I ain't looking at that. Okay, so the recipe definitely changed. This is circuit 0. Unstable singularity. I'll check that out right now. Is that really the only way to make it? I mean, you can also get it from Barnarda stone dust, but like, let's be honest, who's getting that? Oh, divided comb. Maybe bees. That's probably what I would do. It's this one. It's the unstable bee. So you would make the unstable bee. You diamond and iron. It's actually pretty easy to get. I think you get these divided combs. You don't process them to diamond ore. You centrifuge it to get semi-stable nuggets. And after that, looks like you can turn it into unstable dust and then a whole bunch of stuff. I think that's what it is. Barnardo dust from Ender Core is an insane me. Is it really? All right, we're gonna have to change all of these recipes because they broke again. All right. Okay, so let's try crafting these things again one more time because the recipe broke. 670 minus 522. Did I not put the new recipe in? I thought I did. Oh, I guess I didn't. Hang on. You're supposed to have fluid. Okay, stop crafting them, please. I did not request this many. I think they're all just backed up in there. No, you totally have molten indoloi, radiant, nakodai alloy casing. Is that what I'm trying to craft? For the nanoforge, right? Oh, they totally got more expensive. It wasn't even using prismarine before. Okay, now it is. I gotta clean up all of this because you're using the old recipe that didn't exist. Like, didn't. How do I say it? Using a recipe from a time where prismarine didn't exist. Yeah, there we go. Let me try craft a little bit at a time now. See, why are you still doing that recipe? Is there more than one recipe? Oh, there is. That's why. Why do I... Why is there a third recipe? How long has that been a thing? I guess I've had 3 recipes for the same item. Oh, that's funny. Okay, and now it won't work. Okay, good to know. A little fire. A little fire screw. Put that right there. The prismatic nakodai frame box. Stacks of you at a time because I can. What does it look like? $30 minutes to craft 1 infinity chest. That sounds like really good rates. And prismatic nakodai rod is fluid solidifier. In the rod mold. There. There you go. It's just going to take a while because of the something. So we're going to go ahead and do it. 670 minus 522. Minus, how much do I have in here? 53. 670 minus 522 minus 53. There we go. Craft all of the good stuff. I mean, boron plasma isn't that slow to craft. Honestly, I don't think anything here is. Looks all reasonable. It takes you 30 minutes to craft an infinity chest. It's going to take me probably weeks. Maybe by the end of the month, we might be able to if I keep at it at this rate. I've been playing a lot more often than I did before, and we're making pretty good rate. Anyways, so while we're crafting that, let's try to set up the recipe for the navigation console. So this is going to be a little tricky to get also. We need a bunch of this stuff here. And we're having to do a lot more extruding for gear. So I'm just going to make another crafting input bus for this. Connected to our extruder that we have right now. Yeah, I'm going to need another gear extruder thing, which I don't have one. And this man is being filled with patterns. And then we're going to call this extruder gear. Okay. Do you need a gear mold? extruder shape gear is forming press with one of the ones that I already have. This is easier, honestly. So I need a casting form. There we go. And then I can make a quick recipe for this one. A fluid solidifier blank, just like that. And then make the gear extruder shape. And there you go. Okay, so now I can do this recipe here. There you go. And then we need enriched nickel alloy ingot. That is gonna be made in the blast furnace. UEV. That is a lot of power. It's still not gonna stop me from making 256 of this at a time. I probably shouldn't. No. Yeah. Do it. You don't do the most efficient way before wasting 100 hours. I mean, do you know who you're watching? That's absolutely how I play. Yes, I would absolutely spend 100 hours doing the inefficient way. I'll do it again. So that's finished. Red alloy screw. Go ahead and just make it in fluid solidifier screw. All these expensive resources, and then it needs stone slabs. That's so funny. You don't have enough stone slabs? Guess not. Enriched nickel alloy dust. You really do need an LV mixer for that, right? That's funny. Californium? Don't make me do that. Oh, you're totally gonna make me do that. That's circuit 4, right? Mixer. Yeah. Enriched Scenarium alloy. I'll make time. And that is a blank assembler. I just want to set up the recipes. We're not going to be able to build this tonight, I don't think. The casings are done, though, for the tier 2 Nano Forge. So let me get that going. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sweet. So we have tier 2 now. And it's going. Okay, cool. So we have a recipe for that. Neutronium iron plate is a forming press. The forming press. There you go. Blank, right? Yeah. Then stone slab. Out of all the things we just need a regular stone slab. That is a cutting machine. No fluids because we have a lubricant automatically there. Do I have Californium? Where am I getting this from? I'm not going to complain. I don't know why I have 56,000, but where am I getting this from? Oh, depleted fuel. Okay, well, we have Californium. Never mind. I won't complain about it. Dense quadria plate. And sure, make a stack of you at a time because you want a whole stack. Bending circuit 9. Dense plates. Go. Enriched Scenarium alloy. What's the difference? I have no idea, but you're being made in the assembler. I don't know if I put it there. I did. Okay, we're still going. Cenarium alloy is you in a blank assembler. I'm actually kind of confident we'd be able to get this with some overnight crafting shenanigans. Enriched Cenarium is also another blank assembler. And Nanite Cluster, this is the fun one. I'll make 5 is the default craft, right? We'll just do the default craft, I think, because it's going to take a while. Unless I need them for other stuff. Yeah. Okay, fine. Make 20 at a time. So this is a mixer circuit 0. Okay, you still need Cenarium plate. I don't even know what kind of Cenarium I have. I have a lot of the dust. I guess we'll just use the ingot, right? Yeah. Use a bending machine. And don't think I didn't see it. The Cenarium recipe is only doing 16 at a time. Getting increased. That is circuit. Okay. Can I craft it now? Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be expensive. And now we're crafting infinity ingot. So it's a good thing that I set up the infinity catalyst dust because we're starting to consume infinity. And speaking of that, we are building up diamonds. I don't know how much we started with, but we're at 64,000. Yeah, we're building it up. But is it not going anywhere? Not processing? Are you stuck? Oh. Uh-oh. Guys, I don't think he can keep up. He's struggling. So I'm gonna have to upgrade that. Oh yeah, the man is struggling. Okay, I'm gonna upgrade him off camera though. Let's prepare a couple of UHV energy hatches. Try to make like 20 of them, sure. And then we'll prepare for maybe making another integrated ore factory. That's gonna be off camera though, but that guy's gonna run. Okay. So we have this guy crafting a bunch of nanites. Rest in peace, all of my power, but that's okay. And then the good news is that we have the Mothership navigation console being crafted. It's going to take about 50 years, understandably, but it's going to craft. Now, a lot of these recipes were set up before the 2.8 update, and I don't know what's changed because they like to change some of the rocket stuff every now and then. So recipe might get stuck later down the road. Is there anything else we can craft right now? A bunch of this stuff. Field generators, we have all of that. Europium, ugh. With silver nanites, you can overclock PCB factory. I mean, it's not really a bottleneck for us, but it is a good idea. I'll check that out. You said silver nanites, right? Which we can craft now. Oh, that's a lot of power. But we have the power. It's okay. I'm going to have to craft the redox polymer lens. Who was the one complaining about this a couple of episodes ago? It was you, Jericho, right? I remember this. Why did you complain about it before? I don't remember, but I remember we were making jokes about how you spelled it. I think it sounds familiar. I don't know. It's fine. Because the gas takes forever. It is taking forever for us too. So, oh, it doesn't get consumed. Okay, so maybe we do want to do this next episode. Or even off camera, because that's a big craft. Okay, we're going to leave this crafting overnight. I didn't mute the mic before you caught me clear my throat, but what else can I craft? Like these europium. Let's try and get this going as well. Those are totally the old recipe. Totally the old recipe, yeah. Craft stacks at a time, and then this will be assembler 0. Yeah. It's a lot of power you're giving it. You're giving it more power than I generate. So for the mothership thing, I want the navigation console, 256 of these, radiation proof machine whatevers. 256. Start getting that going. That is also a thick recipe, go for it. And then we need these ultra high temperature resistant meshes, which is tantalum, hafnium, carbide nanofibers, and neutronium nanofibers. Also a blank assembler. And for this one, I need 64 of those. Can't craft either of them. Neutronium nanofibers is autoclave. Sure. Autoclave, yeah. There. And this one is save as well. 64. We need molten tantalum hafnium carbide. Pretty sure I'm crafting this already. One way to find out. Reactor. Tantalum hafnium carbide nanoparticles is a macerator. And neutronium nanoparticles is also macerator. Hope you have some hafnia left over. Why are you saying hope? Tantalum hafnium carbide dust and tantalum hafnium carbide ingot. Because you can only get it from the monosite line. Plasma furnace recipe. Is that really the only way to get the ingot? What was the ingot even for? Oh, for the fluid extraction. You can't do it with dust. It's a good thing we have a max tier arc furnace because of us trying to figure out how it works, so we do have it. Craft it. Nitrogen plasma. Do I even craft nitrogen plasma? I don't remember. No. Plasma arc furnace, there it is. We might need a blocking mode on this thing though. You already have a blocking mode. Okay. That's that. And then we need tantalum hafnium carbide dust. Is how the heck? I'm a little lost. mixture dust and tantalum hafnium carbide dust. How do I get this? Do I have a recursive recipe? Oh no. Okay, you get the carbide hafnium carbide mixture. How many times are you gonna say carbide in the same sentence? Relax. So you make this in the mixer, you turn it into the ingot, and then you macerate it to get the dust. They're all named the same way. Okay, I got it though. I got it. Jeez, relax. And then tantalum carbide / hafnium carbide makes that so funny. You got your first UHV optical. Yo, making progress. And this man is circuit 1 mixer. Circuit 1. There. All of this just to craft this one thing. And then we need tantalum carbide dust and hafnium carbide dust. So this is hafnium. I don't think I deleted any of it. We have 9,000. We have some. So this is the chemical reactor circuit 0. There we go. So that is hafnium carbide dust, and then tantalum carbide dust is another mixer with that one. I don't know if I have circuit 12 though. It's a weird circuit. Mixers, I totally do. Okay. And how about now? Please let me craft it. We're missing hafnia dust. That is from hafnia zirconia blend dust. We get this from monoline. I don't even know. This is going into a centrifuge, right? Yeah. Hang on. I don't even know what Ella means. Try that. Okay. Please let me craft it. There's so many recipes here. Okay, we're almost there. We just need to craft the plasma. Mark II. All right, do that much, and then that should be okay. So fusion. There you go. How about now? There we go. Now we can craft it. Okay, cool. We're crafting all of these casings. That's going to take a while. The mothership console, a bunch of UHV energy hatches, the ultra high temperature resistant mesh fuel generators. I do have enough of those. I have leftovers, right? Yeah. And then UHV circuits. I got a good amount of them. I'm running low actually. Okay. It's cool. 2 days ago while you streamed, I finished 13 applications for a part-time job while I was visiting you. And the day after, I already got an answer that one would like to. Yo, can I ask what type of work you're gonna get? I'm just saying you can use GT&H in your job applications, but you gotta word it in a way that that makes it sound like it's actually useful in real life. But totally is, right? It's the troubleshooting aspect. And I wouldn't sell yourself out like that. Nothing special. Everything is special. Work is tough, no matter what kind of thing it is. You can say something like on your applications, like, "Oh, I manage the distribution of raw resources to support assembly line infrastructure." I don't know. Just write that down. And then for like what job? It was like I don't know. Gregorius Technologies, New Horizons branch or something like that. I don't know. Honestly, yeah, I'm pretty sure people need cars. People in the U.S., yeah, you need a car if you're not in a major city. You absolutely need one. It sucks, but that's how it is. There's no buses I can take if I didn't have a car. Otherwise, I would be Ubering everywhere, and that's just way more expensive in the long run. Miss me with deliveries and ride sharing. I don't do that. I just drive myself. And I know Germany has a pretty big car culture too. That's what I've heard. Don't they have like the fastest, like the Autobahn? I think it's what they call it. That's in Germany, right? Oh, with like ridiculous speed limits, or like there's no speed limit. That's funny. See, we can't even claim that in Texas. We do have the highest average speed limits, but Germany boasts the no speed limit highway. This man is gonna get stuck forever, and honestly, I'm just gonna hope and pray it finishes overnight. 120 kilometers per hour mostly. I'm not gonna pretend that I know what that is in terms of mileage, but that's like a lot. So I'm pretty sure that's actually very fast. Multiplied by 1.6. That's crazy fast. That's almost. What is that? That's a big number. I'm not even gonna try to figure that out in my head. hang on. I can do this. 120 times 1.6. So you're saying people are driving up to 200 miles an hour? I believe that. That's crazy fast. Or is it the other way around? You divide. Yeah, because miles are bigger than kilometers, right? You would divide. 75. That's kind of the same as Texas. Our highest, or like our fastest highways are up to 85 miles an hour. But most of them are 75. Like the main ones, I think. I don't know. In the end, people don't listen to them. People just floor it. That's so crazy fast, though. But yeah, I was just bringing that up. I heard about that Autobahn thing, and I know Germans have their they have their car culture. Okay, I think this is a pretty good time to wrap up the episode. Follow the flow of traffic, drives 85. Honestly, that's how it is. Like, I can be speeding the heck out of, breaking all the laws, and still somehow there's always a car on my ass, like right there, trying to get past me. And it's like, how fast do you want me to go? I'm already breaking the law, and you still want me to go faster. No matter how fast you go, you're gonna find someone that tries to go faster than you. You can drive in the 90s, absolutely, and people are still gonna follow you. It's crazy, and it's always the trucks too. I have a thing against trucks. People that drive trucks are annoying. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I shouldn't say annoying, but they're just big vehicles, and I have a small car, and it scares me when I see a real massive truck behind me speeding when I'm already like going 10 over the speed limit. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good time to wrap up the episode. We're crafting a whole bunch of stuff overnight. Next stream, tomorrow's Wednesday, right? So I will be streaming tomorrow. Yes, I don't have anything planned. So I'll come back tomorrow. I'll try not to be as late. I was a little late today because I got home pretty late. They're doing renovations at our HEB, which is a supermarket. So it took me a little bit longer to get my stuff, my groceries for the week. I was a little late today. But tomorrow I don't have anything planned, so I'll probably come back a little early tomorrow, play some more. But I'm pretty excited, pretty confident that we'll be able to get to the mothership. Other recipes I'm going to have to check off camera probably is stuff like this. Oh, we need more resistant mesh. I'll check this stuff off camera because this is gonna need a little bit of stuff. Why did that turn red? Oh, that's for the netherrack. So we need a couple of these rocket engines and other things. That's gonna be fun, right? I'll check this stuff out off camera though. It's gonna be a lot of research and a lot more crafting. Okay, cool. But once we get to the tier 9 planets, I can even see if I can build a void miner, not void, a void miner, and throw that for the Tangum. And once I get Tangum, we can finally get into UEV components. Oh man. And after that, I don't really know what's next. It might just be waterline. So I can get UEV energy hatches. Either that or infinity chest. I don't know. We'll think about it when I get there. Jeez. Yeah, we really are in the end game, right? UEV does not have a lot of quests, and we've been here for a while. It's a big wall to surpass. We're getting there. Okay. And we'll go ahead and call it here. I'm gonna see if I can raid someone. I don't know who's playing right now. Go to not Sika, is that what you said? Are they also playing GTNH? They totally are. Alright. Say hello to not Sika then. We're making good progress. We've been making so much progress. I think it's a good idea. I decided to stream a lot more often because at the rate I was doing, two streams a week, we were not making progress, let's be honest. So I need to step it up. We need the progress going. A lot more off camera, a lot more on camera, but we're getting there. Oh man, we're gonna beat the pack eventually. I'm still betting Phoenix that we'll beat the pack by episode 350. I don't know if we're gonna do that, but we'll see. Anyways, for now, have a good night. Go ahead and raid. Say hello to Natsuko. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.